Okay, hi, welcome. Today we're going to present our project for the SSL lab, which is basically a student networking site called Student Dash. Let's start by looking at our login and registration application.
So let's look at the sign up process. Yeah, first we'll check at the validation process of each, and first we'll check it first name, which is a required component, and next is also last name. And when it comes to email, and it checks the valid email only, and next is username and use and next is username, and yeah, it it checks for if there is exists a username or not. And next is password, and it checks for the minimum requirement is 6 letters, 6 characters. And and the next component is confirm password, which should be same as password, otherwise it will say password do not match. And after validating all the components, we get this sign up enabled, and you can proceed further using the website. And we can also see that in the UR. Yeah, yeah, we will see the additional features. That's it. Yeah.
Before that, we'll also like to show that if you try to go to some page which is user protected, for example, post that we went to previously, you'll see that it redirects back to login, where once you log in, you will be continuing, but you cannot access the page without logging in. Yeah, so now let's go through the first feature, which is the course planner. At the beginning of the semester, we typically have to choose courses and we have to make sure that none of them clash. So this tool is particularly useful for that time, where you can just come here and you can select the courses which you're interested in. And as you can see, these courses will then get added to your course list here. You can then add the courses and see how your selected courses turn out in credits. You can see the timetable, and in case any two courses clash, it will detect it and let you know that some course clashes on some day. So you can see that data structures and algorithm labs clashes with differential equations 2 on Tuesday. So you can see the clash here, and you were also informed about it. So this will help you plan for your courses in that way. Now we'll also do one thing. We will see from admin side, you can also add courses to that list. So you can see for admin, there's this special link called manage courses where you can click add courses. Now here I'd like to add some course. Let's say software system labs. I think that's, let's just call it new course, and we'll just give it a dummy course code, and we'll say course credits are 3. Also, like, all of this is validated. You can see, you can see all of this is validated. And course instructor, I'll say myself. And once you filled the course details, you then get the option to add classes to a course. Let's say on Wednesday, from 10:30 to 11:30 is one class. Then on Tuesday from 11 to 12, or maybe 1. As you can see, you have to enter your number in HHMM format, and you can see here any class that gets added here um, is appearing here, and you also have that X button as you saw right now. So if we add some dummy courses classes, We have the X button which you can use to remove the class. And now I'll add the class. You can see the course was added successfully. And now if you go back to course planner, we should be able to select our course, which we called new course here. And now you can select the course, and you can see the new course, whatever timetables we added, we can see here. Credits we can see here. Also, you can see that every course has this I button, which will show you details of that course. And also, while doing the course, if there's a large number of courses, you can also search for a course by either course name. So let's say, okay, a new course is already selected, so let's say analysis. So you can see it narrowed down the search. And you can also search by course code. Okay, yeah, that's selected. So you can see it's narrowed down by code as well. So that concludes the course planning feature. And now we'll move on with the post feature.
Okay, now we will see another wonderful future about our project. That is nothing but our post. So, have you ever feel like sharing something to your classmates or your fellow students? You can just share it here, and it's visible to everyone in the website who are part of who have accounts in this website. So, let me just create a post here. It can be anything in the form of text, and let me write something. So I wrote something, and you can see it's created by name, my name, and you can also see the time at which I have created, and you can also see the delete button. And if you observe, like delete button is only enabled for the post which you have created only. See, like I don't, I feel like I need to delete this post, and yeah, it's deleted. And again, you can see like 10 posts per page, and if you go back, these are the next four posts. And and you can also see like the detailing of the presentation of time at which the post is created. So if it's an year, you will only see the year, and if it's a previous month, you will only see the previous month. Or if it's today, just like this, you will see the time at which it is created. So this is the post feature. And there is also, for the moderation purposes, admin can see the post differently. Let me see. Let me log in as admin. This is the default admin account. Now, as I am in admin account, let us go to the post page again. Here, if you see, like previously delete option only occurred for the post which I have created, like the Karthik Kamvi's post only has delete option. But now you can delete every post which seems like which violates the rules, or for moderation purposes you can delete. Yeah, this don't make sense, so I deleted this post. Now you can see posts are deleted. And that's it about this post feature. Thank you.
One quick thing which we also missed was we also have error messages throughout the thing. So whenever anything goes wrong, there'll be error message. So for example, while logging in, let's say you do a mistake in your username or password, you'll be informed about that. Yeah, so I think that sums up our project. Thanks for watching.